Yeah, I have a feeling we might have to.
We're just going to chat about next season. Potential signings, predictions.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the only confirmed signing so far, which is USA international Sam Mewis. What are your thoughts on her, and where do you think she'll be fitting into the team?
I like Sam Mewis. Sam is hilarious. So I was a fan of her just because she's so funny. I reckon because Jill will take a step back. She'll still play because Jill's doing the coaching. So I reckon she could fit into Jill's position. I think her and Kira in the middle of midfield would be a really good pairing. She does those runs, like she just runs at the defence.
Yeah, and then Kira and Caroline either side. So she's more central.
She's good at set pieces as well.
Yeah, got quite a creative midfield. Would you say she was quite defensive as well, though?
Yeah, I think she does sit in a defensive role in midfield, but then, like I said, makes those runs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, all the predicted lineups that I've seen so far sort of have her in the midfield, and then with mainly Kira and Caroline, but obviously we've got other players, whether it's like Georgia or Janine or even Tyler. It sort of depends on the game really and the formations. We haven't really seen the new manager and what style of formation, whether we have 4 or 3 in the midfield. Really.
Because last year our midfield changed a lot.
Yeah.
We didn't even really ever have a set starting 11. Every game we always check the starting 11. It'd be like a surprise. So there's a lot of room, I think, for him Gareth to move that around and see what works best.
Yeah, the only constants really was sort of Steph and Gemma really at the back, and Ellie in goal, I guess.
Yeah.
So, what positions do you think we need to strengthen then? And obviously the rumoured signings that we've got coming up.
Well, obviously right back was a bit of a thing for us last season.
Definitely.
So Aoife Mannion did an ACL. So we had Janine Beckett. Janine did really well at right back.
Yeah.
But then obviously when she was on international duty, we had Georgia Stanway, who, to be fair, she did well. She's just a bit of a... It's funny because in the women's games you can hear what the players are shouting to each other a lot of the time, so obviously it's a smaller crowd. And every time Georgia went to a player in a right back, Steph would just continuously shout. What was it she shouted? No foul. She'd go, no foul, no foul, no foul, no foul. Like the whole time Georgia's near the ball because she can
She's
dive in a bit.
Hot-blooded, yeah.
So, rumoured signing.
Lucy Bronze, coming back to where she belongs.
That'll fix our right back issue, for sure.
Well, and I think with Aoife being a bit more flexible, she's played centre back before, it gives a bit more cover across the back, which is good.
Alex Greenwood.
Yeah, another Leon signing, which I'm not entirely sure we need, but...
That's the thing, I like Alex Greenwood, she's a good player. My worry is already for England, it's Alex Greenwood and Demi Stokes are like fighting for that position. Alex Greenwood starts more than Demi for England, and then Demi will come on as a sub. So I'm worried that Demi's been with City and she started almost every game last season for us.
Yeah.
And I don't want Alex to kind of come on and take his spot.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like Alex as a person or a player. I think we counted the other day if we definitely sign Lucy Bronze and Alex Greenwood, then I think we have 13 of the Lionesses in our squad.
Yeah,
so.
Which is obviously more than the actual team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another reason why I was glad to see Sam come, because it gives us a bit more international diversity, because really it's just England, a couple of Irish, and then Canada, because we've lost...
We've got Pauline and Tessa.
Yeah, we've lost Lee now, so...
And Lee. We've got Scotland.
Oh yeah, Scotland, yeah, sorry Caroline.
We've got Karina Benamil, but Karen Bardsley's back. She played in our friendly the other day.
Yeah.
And I am a huge Ellie Roebuck fan. She's my favourite. So I know that they're going to have to now share that.
Not just for City, but also for England as well. Because I don't really see anybody else being close to those two, really, for England.
That's what we think.
Well,
Phil Neville thinks.
Yeah,
so now let's talk about Lavelle.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, phenomenal player.
Really good player. This is our worry, though, that obviously she's an amazing player, like, we'll take her, but we're so crammed full of amazing players that I don't want these players coming over and then not having the game time. But then with Rose Lavelle, she's injured quite a bit. So
Yeah.
if she's fine with like she's injured, she doesn't necessarily want to play every 90 minutes, then it'd be good. We were saying the other day that NWSL players come over on loan only until like 2021.
Yeah.
It can still make the whole difference, because if we play our first games against Arsenal and Chelsea before Christmas and we have these amazing players to help us win those games, that can change the whole season.
It'll just give us that bit of strength. And also, I think with somebody coming in that other players are going to look up to, it will help them sort of up their game and to play with them week in, week out in training. That's pretty useful as well, I guess. And it will help Sam settle in. I know she's got Janine, but like...
Have you watched the best friend quizzes?
No.
I'll have to send you them. They're doing these best friend quizzes, so it'll be like Alex Morgan and Kelly O'Hara, I think, do it, and it's Sam and Rose are best friends, and they're hilarious, and they've done like 3 different ones. They're so funny together. I reckon Sam will get on well with Georgia.
Yeah. Well, Georgia, I watched that interview again with Georgia and Janine with the eating the snacks, the snack wars one where she falls off the chair. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen that.
Yeah. Let's talk about Chloe Kelly.
Oh yes. Sorry, I did forget that we did confirmed it, because that was quite a while ago. I guess technically we did need another forward because we have lost a couple of forwards. It's just we've watched her play for both Lionesses and also for Everton, and neither of us have particularly won over with her yet. I mean, she played the other day and scored.
Yeah, there's no doubt that she's an amazing player, and she won, even last season they do Player of the Month at WSL, and she won several times in the Player of the Month for the whole league. My issue is that she can be, in my opinion, she can be a little bit too selfish on the ball. When she played in the She Believes this year, the commentators were saying, they were like, oh, she's got her eyes on the headlines. Yeah. But which is fine. When she was at Everton, she was the star. Yeah. So it's fine. It's fine for her to do that. But coming to City, when we've got all the other amazing players, but I do think if she's made the decision to come to City, she's aware obviously of the strength of our team, and even that she probably won't get a full 90 every game.
Yeah, no. Well, I think very few of the forward players get a full 90.
Yeah, no. Even Pauline and Ellen White were always subbing on and off each game. Obviously, they're incredible players. Then I imagine that she's aware of that she's now coming in, kind of not the star of the team. That I assume she wants to. That's why she's coming. She wants to play in a squad like this and learn from all the senior England players, so I'm sure she'll be grand. It'd
be interesting because Pauline and Ellen had a really good chemistry, I think, when they were playing up top. Like, one would control the ball down for the other. They'd be good at finding each other's passes, and it'd be just interesting to see if Chloe has that same kind of sort of bond with Ellen, and hopefully she can help her.
Yeah.
That's all we've got to hope for, really.
Right, so I think we've covered all the signings.
Yeah. Sorry, forget Chloe. Well.
One thing I'm really excited about this season is these NWSL loans that are coming across. For one, I'm just excited to see them play in the WSL. And we know Claire Emsley, I'm a huge Claire Emsley fan, so I actually don't think this is official yet.
No, I don't.
She's going on loan to Everton.
Pretty good choice, I think.
Yeah, especially now that Chloe Kelly's gone. Yeah. And Hayley Rasso will be, she hasn't played yet, has she? Because she was in Australia and then it was Corona.
And they've just got Izzy Christensen last season as well. She's really good. They've just signed French striker, I think Gauvin, I think that's what she's called. Everton are looking quite good, and to be honest, it's good to see other teams strengthening, because it was a bit of a three-horse race. Occasionally, you'd be like, oh, United, that could be a tough game. Tottenham, that could be a tough game.
United's always tough for us to scrappy.
Yeah. We often talk about how the United derby is one of the best games. The fans get behind everything. And going away there as well, there's a good cafe in the Morrison's.
Breakfast.
Really good fry up before the game. And it's a good coach ride as well. We get on the supporters coach.
Yeah, get the minibus. It's always fun after the game. It was hilarious after the game. Everyone was talking about the Ellie Rowe save. I mean, hopefully if we can get to the games soon.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Claire Emsley play. I know she played for City a couple of seasons ago, but we only started coming last season, so I haven't seen her play in person yet.
Best friends with my favourite player as well, Caroline.
Weir. Nothing. I don't think anything's really happened yet, but Rachel Daly.
Yeah, she's expressed an interest, and it makes sense because she needs game time.
And she's never played in the WSL before. I think it'll be cool to see her playing in their WSL. We've been talking a lot about where she'd go. Because as much as I love Rachel Daly, I've got her on my England shirt, and I watch Houston Dash. I kind of hope Christy Mewis comes over as well. We were saying Everton would have been a good fit on her. Now they've got the others.
Maybe not now. Hopefully not United.
No. Don't want to strengthen them at all. She liked a tweet by Bristol City. They were just talking about the supporters club or something, and making the new season. I don't know, but she liked that, so potentially she could be going to Bristol. I think rather than going to one of the top 3 teams, especially if she's not going to be here for the whole season, I think it would make sense to go to a team where she would get the playing time.
Yeah. West Ham, Tottenham. Yeah. Any other American players or players from the American League you'd like to see?
Prince.
Oh yeah.
It's a cool first name because it's like a normal name but with it's like an N at the front. So I'm gonna Google it. That's it, Michelle. It's like Michelle, but Michelle. But if I think about the US national team players, I'm a big fan. I really like Kristen Press. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to play for any team against us, and we don't need us. So.
Well, I guess they could go to like Leon, not Leon obviously. They don't need any more players, but like I don't know, like Wolfsburg or Barcelona or any other sort of European team, just to get a taste of how these play.
Yeah, but then a lot of them chose not to play in the Challenge Cup, so she didn't play in the Challenge Cup. Nor did Tobin Heath. Nor did Megan Rapinoe, because they could choose not to. And obviously, it's caused coronavirus. But then a lot of European countries aren't doing so well on that front either. But then it seems weird that like they wouldn't play, especially if they didn't play in the Challenge Cup. They haven't played since October of last year.
Yeah.
That it'll be over 12 months.
Yeah.
It'll be like 18 months without playing competitive football.
Yeah. I
think more should come over when you think about it like that.
Yeah.